West Virginia and Kansas State Saturday afternoon in Manhattan. It's the United Bank Playbook. What's the key here when you take on a Bruce Weber team?
We got to score. They do a great job. Defensively. I think Bruce is one of the better defensive minds in our game, and we got to get some things in transition. We got to keep rebounding the ball. Be nice if we made a few more shots and be a little bit better at the free throw line.
You shot the ball as well from the field as you had all season against TCU. Hugs, could something like that finally be that tipping point for your perimeter guys to say, hey, we can get this thing going, or was that perhaps a one-off?
Well, you know, Tony, it's been, Knapp went through where he shot the ball really well. And then Sean, the Pitt game and he shot it really well. And we seem to have somebody steps up, every game and makes some shots for us. But we're just not very consistent. We're shooting 41 something, 42%, which is, as much as we throw it close, as much as we score off of second shots, it should be way higher than that. We just gotta, I don't know if we're thinking too much. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you think too much and don't react. I think we just gotta get, hey, if you're open, shoot it, and if you're not, pass it and get your teammate a shot.
Let's step aside here from X's and O's for a second. Mental standpoint now. Yes, your team is playing well. Yes, they've got a great deal of confidence. How do you make sure that they don't think that they have arrived so that they continue to play with that tenacity that has been the key to their success?
Well, I think that's pretty simple. Show them last year's game when we were up by 20 and they came back and beat us. I mean, I think that's about as telling as anything. And I went in at halftime. I'm like, hey, now we got to keep playing. You can't. And then we go out and promptly throw it around, and we don't guard Snead, and he gets really hot and makes a bunch of shots, and we miss shots, and then you start getting tight, and we have the ball at the end of the game and lose it out of bounds somehow. I still don't know how the ball flew out of bounds, but it flew out of bounds, and they get it back and score and win, and it's a hard place to play. They play with a tremendous amount of confidence in the octagon of doom.
That's right. You know that full well. You've been on both sides of that bench. All right, so join us on the radio side, West Virginia and Kansas State. Thanks for being with us. This has been Bob Huggins' favorite media availability of the week. It has been your
United Bank Playbook.